Hello everyone, my name is Feed Alligators and welcome to another video, and today we will be talking about the best Milano class setup in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. But before we jump into that, make sure to subscribe to the channel to see more Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War and Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Zombies content. Now, in my opinion, submachine guns in this game are really not that diverse. You have a lot of fast fire rate, low damage submachine guns in this game, which are completely fine, except for the Milano. The Milano is a higher damage, lower fire rate submachine gun in this game. To me, it kind of fits the same niche role that the Uzi did in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, although originally when the game launched, the Uzi completely sucked and was completely useless. However, it reminds me of the Uzi with the 32 round 41 AE mags, which I absolutely loved. I know a lot of you guys see a lot of gameplay with that in my older Modern Warfare videos, but enough about that Uzi. This is essentially this game's Uzi, although it technically is a different gun. It's technically the SOCOM, forget the technical name of it, but it's not the actual Uzi. However, it functions the same, where it has the magazine in the middle of the gun, and looks identically like an Uzi. And just like its other predecessors in older games, it fills that very same role that I mentioned before with Modern Warfare. In my opinion, it is the most underrated gun in the game, because although it's supposed to have higher damage, it does not have more recoil than really any of the other guns. And also, the time to kill with headshots is very quick as well. I believe it's a 3 to 4 shot kill to the body, and I believe always a 3 to 2 shot kill to the head. I might be wrong about that, because 2 shot kill to the head sounds a little bit fast for this gun, but honestly, its time to kill is very quick. And I think a lot of people just don't like using this gun because of its slower fire rate and the stigma that, it's not really that good. But in my opinion, it is very good. Now, for this Milano class setup, what we are going to want is going to be the muzzle brake, the 10.1 reinforced heavy barrel, the foregrip, fast mag, and microflex LED sight. Now, just like with all of my class setup videos, I will explain the reason why we have these attachments. Now, the fast mag, you could change this one if you wanted to. I'm going to be honest. I put this on because I think the Milano's reload with how much ammo it has is very slow. And I like having speedy reloads because it just helps, although the fast mag's reload is a little bit weird compared to the other ones, but in general I think it just makes it quicker, and that is very helpful. If you really wanted to, you could change this out for a stock, although I think the stocks in this game really don't help, and I think this would be more helpful for this gun, especially because it's a submachine gun. However, if you wanted to, you could trade it out for any of the other attachments that you can in this class setup. The next attachment is the muzzle brake. Now, like I mentioned previously, it doesn't have a ton of recoil, but it does have not a decent amount, but a little bit of recoil to the point where it's noticeable. So, obviously, I'm going to combine these two. The foregrip and the muzzle brake are both 100% only for recoil. Now, you could say it's a little bit of an overkill, but if you look at the gameplay, I mean, it has almost no recoil and is very controllable. In my opinion, this gun could almost fit the role of not a submachine gun, but of a assault rifle, just because of its decent damage output and the fact that it's very good at longer ranges and really doesn't have a damage drop-off that I've noticed like the other submachine guns. Along with the fact that if we have less recoil, it makes it a lot more viable for longer range shots. And I think something very special about this submachine gun is the fact that you can use it kind of like an assault rifle and a submachine gun at the same time, because its fire rate isn't slow enough to not be good as a submachine gun, and also it's very compact with a good ADS speed and movement speed overall. But with the high damage output and very little damage drop-off, it can be very good at longer ranges, and without the recoil as well, it's very good for picking people off. And also, moving targets and other stuff like that are easier to hit if you really don't have a ton of recoil. Speaking of moving targets and bullet velocity in general, the next attachment is the heavy barrel. Now, the heavy barrel gives us better damage, or less damage drop-off, so better damage range, and also better bullet velocity. I said that wrong. Bullet velocity. So, essentially, it makes it a lot better for being a longer range gun, and I really like that because I like using this gun as a submachine gun assault rifle combo and not having to rely on my secondary like a shotgun for close range. Now, just in general, I think that this gun, like I mentioned previously, is very good as a assault rifle. However, this attachment makes it a lot better and makes it more usable. And not only that, at even medium ranges, you can notice it because of the bullet velocity, and with moving targets and other things like that, and moving targets at a very long range, along with the lower damage drop-off, it makes it very lethal. Now, the Microflex LED is personally just one of my picks. I honestly love this sight. I think it's very good for both close and long range. However, if you really wanted to, you could swap it out, like I said, for a laser or a stock. It really depends on personal preference. If you want to use it more like a submachine gun, I would recommend putting on a laser sight. In fact, I was debating doing it for this class setup, but I settled on the Microflex LED just because of the fact that if we're hitting something at medium to long range, it's a lot better. And in my opinion, I really don't like the iron sights on this gun. I think they're not really that useful. So we also have to keep that in mind and with consideration. But, you know, in general, I think this class setup all around is very rounded. If you have any changes you'd make, please let me know in the comments down below. I've had some comments about people who slightly change the class setup depending on what role it fills. You could change this class setup a little bit to make it more of a longer range gun, or change it up the opposite way to make it more of a close range gun. Now, how does this gun perform? It performs extremely well. We have a very good bullet velocity and damage drop-off thanks to the barrel. We do not have almost any recoil due to our recoil attachments. We also have a good precision shots because of the sight, so we can hit people at longer ranges. And also with fast mags, we can use it more like a submachine gun and have very quick reloads while sprinting around. And with that, we will conclude the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and comment what you thought of this video down below. I personally really like the MILANO and think it's underrated, but let me know. And as always, I will see you all next time.